problem is, Calne and Devizes residents are so deep into their own child rape fetishism and various other fetishisms that they fail to see that a conspiracy theorist is theorizing and outing their rings. Indeed, they think this is all a joke. This is not a fucking joke. Indeed, Devizes police don't think this is a joke. Indeed, they are terrified, so it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, Devizes police are searching for avenues to shut off my internet, so it's all very interesting to consider. It was Devizes police and Wiltshire and Sons Butcher Shop who hired the cemetery network to take out certain capacities of mine on the internet, i.e. social media chat capacities and file sharing capacities. So it's annoying, I can now no longer download the books I need, so it's all rather irritating, really. Indeed, Devizes police have issued a written memo to all Devizes residents not to watch my videos, so it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, Devizes police are petrified of this conspiracy theorist, so it's all very interesting to consider. The Devizes police are still persisting with the bullshit that this is Russian propaganda. It isn't. I'm freelance. I do not operate for the Russian government. Indeed, I would not even work with rogue factions of Russian intelligence, so it's all very interesting to consider that. Indeed, I have no allegiance to the Russians at all. I am freelance. Indeed, I am a trained schizophrenic super spy with inside knowledge of British Freemasonry and the British intelligence services, so it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, MI6 operate a network of organ harvesters in Novosibirsk, Siberia. It's interesting to consider. Indeed, this organ harvesting network interconnects with maniac murder cultists who are operative for the British police, so it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, this is an overarching British police, British intelligence agenda, so it's interesting to consider how this organ harvesting ring in Novosibirsk directly interconnects with the Walter Rose and Sons Butcher Shop organ harvesting cartel. Indeed, this is a crossover between Western and Russian intelligence. Indeed, the GRU, i.e. Russian spies, oversee the organ traffic from Walter Rose and Sons Butcher Shop to distribution warehouses in Swindon, where the organs are directly handled by Albanian mobsters and sold on the dark web to Russian elites by Romanian mobsters. So it's all very interesting how all of this interconnects. Indeed, the GRU, i.e. Russian spies, oversee this distribution process. So it's interesting to believe and realize that Devizes police are themselves operative for the Russian state. So it's interesting that this country bumpkin police force keeps attempting to make me out to be a Russian spy when they are directly overseen by networks of Russian spies who directly interconnect to the GRU cells who handle my targeting and my programming. Indeed, I continue to be programmed by satellite by Russian intelligence, so it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, I am programmed to a certain degree by the Russian intelligence services, and indeed, they have hacked into the codes of my schizophrenic super spy training many times over the years. Indeed, it's also interesting to consider that the DVD also hacked into the codes of my schizophrenic super spy programming in 2015 and inculcated me with Nazi fetishist ideology to be used as a pawn in a strategy of Gladio for terrorism. Indeed, I committed several acts of what is considered to be domestic terrorism, while under the mind control programming mechanisms of DVD agents within the British intelligence services. Indeed, this was all going on between the years 2015 to 2019, before the Russians again cracked my codes and took over my programming, especially throughout 2020 and 2021. I was programmed with the GRU's agenda. So it's interesting to consider. Indeed, they're also operating satellite intelligence technology on me to attempt to cause me to spin out so that the MI5 networks could implement a Blackwell legacy on me and therefore shut down my exposures of the Jericho group, i.e. the GRU's handlers, who are a KGB network operating out of the vaults and labyrinthine cellars of the Kremlin. Indeed, the Jericho group directly handled Putin through German heritage DVD agents who routinely administer electroshock to Putin to keep him contained, which is why he appears so vacuous and has a rather vacant energy. So it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, Putin also has numerous body doubles, so it's interesting to consider all of this and how it interlinks back to the organ trade, i.e. Walter & Sons Butcher Shop of Devizes. Indeed, this network is directly overseen by Yevgeny Maximov, who has a residence not far from Warminster. So it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, as I stated, there are a good 30 active Russian spies in Warminster and at least another 40 deactivated sleeper agents. So it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, the Russians have always had qualms about schizophrenic super spies. Indeed, the lessons learned from British intelligence uses of schizophrenic super spies during Project Amnesty was that schizophrenic super spies often turned against their handlers and began working for themselves. Indeed, this is what I am doing. It is true. I am out for myself and the local felines, so it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, this is the thing about it, is that there are questions that need to be answered. Indeed, they will be answered in time. Indeed, there are theories that these videos are getting a lot more views than the view count says. This is true, though I'm not going to delineate any further on this. Indeed, people do not know what to make of me around here because of the smoke screens being created by Devizes police concerning the fact that I may be a Russian spy, and various networks of Devizes residents creating a smokescreen of lies to attempt to cover for their child rapist fetishism and their cartel operations. So it's all very interesting to consider what exactly is going on here. Indeed, Devizes police are operating a 24-hour observation of me here in Warminster through networks of local confidential police informant snitches who are hired by Devizes police as gang stalkers. So it's interesting to consider. Indeed, the network of Warminster confidential police informant snitches are operative as gang stalkers for Devizes police and the Warminster military intelligence capacity, i.e. defence intelligence, for operating their own schemes of disinformation about me to attempt to disrupt my operations on the ground here. So It's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, British intelligence is rather afraid because a schizophrenic super spy has figured out exactly what is going on and exactly what the agenda is. So it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, as I stated, all of this connects back to the organs, i.e. Walter Rose and Sons butcher shop, the home place of rape and child abuse. So it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, Devizes are so heavily engaged in child abuse that they almost can't see it. Indeed, they deny that they are child rapists even when they are raping children. So it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, Rupert Lowe is operative in Warminster, attempting to get a gang of locals to assault me for insulting Britain. However, even he knows that it's not as simple as that. Indeed, I have put up with a lot of persecution, mistreatment and harassment from the residents of Calne and Devizes, who are themselves the majority percentage of British heritage. So it is understandable that I have a certain dislike of British people because I've had bad experiences in the small towns of Calne and Devizes, where everybody rapes children. So it's interesting to consider. I was walking around in a couple of child abuse rings, really, without being fully conscious of the fact. And when I became conscious of the fact, my exposures began. And the people of these two towns began to form networks with Faith of Ishmael adherents to take me out. So it's interesting to consider the amount of contract killings that residents of Devizes and Calne tried to operate against me. Indeed, they had problems finding a hitman. So it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, at the time I was considering why didn't Devizes just kill me themselves? They'd have probably faced no charges. So it's all very interesting. Why didn't they kill me themselves? Indeed, it's probably because they don't want to be known as the person who killed me. So they're outsourcing their operations. Indeed, it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, this is all because of the organ trade operating out of Walter Rose and Sons butcher shop and the wishes of the Devizes residents to protect the identities of various people interconnected with the organ harvest. So it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, it's all very, very interesting to note. Indeed, there's a butcher in Walter Rose and Sons butcher shop called Jack, who is chiefly operative for Die Blutordnung and the DVD. Indeed, he is a Nazi fetishist and an operative of 764, operating an agenda whereby I will be disposed of and replaced with vermin, i.e. Cassius Lynch, Cass Lynch. So it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, these networks are all interconnecting and attempting to harness demonic energies to destroy me. Indeed, Wiltshire police are continually infesting my brain with techno demons through networks of Masonic sorcerers operating out of Masonic lodges such as Moonraker Lodge number 8747 and Warminster's Wyvern Lodge number 8620. Indeed, these Masons are conducting satanic rituals and attempting to summon demons that will infect me with demonic policemen, basically. Indeed, they are trying to infest my brain with demonic policemen. So it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, the Russian police have asked permission from Wiltshire police to arrest me in Warminster for treason, which is interesting. Indeed, I don't see how I could have possibly betrayed the Russian state, considering I'm not a Russian citizen and do not directly operate for the Russian state. So I'm not sure how this is possible. Indeed, it seems that there are networks of the GRU who remember my operations as a schizophrenic super spy against the Russian state in 2013, after the GRU had cracked my codes and were using me as a hitman. Apparently, I went rogue and was basically assassinating people the GRU did not want me to. Indeed, the actual targets of my assassinations were not GRU political enemies. They were GRU agents, which makes all this very interesting indeed. I went rogue from my own programming and began assassinating GRU agents as a retaliation for the GRU cracking my codes. Indeed, those 7 Chechens I slaughtered on a bridge in Vladikavkaz were all GRU assets, coordinated by GRU cells that were close to Ramzan Kadyrov, which explains why Ramzan Kadyrov perpetrated a fatwa against me. A fatwa which has not been lifted. Indeed, there are various Chechen heritage GRU operatives around Wiltshire looking for an opportunity to rape me and break me, basically. So it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, the Faith of Ishmael guys are always thinking about rape. That's what's interesting. Devizes people also are always thinking about rape. So my observations comparing Devizes people to the Faith of Ishmael are not far off the mark. Indeed, Special Branch have issued a warning about me recently that I may be treading into dangerous waters in terms of blasphemy laws and anti-Semitism. Indeed, this is interesting, considering Special Branch are coordinated by networks of Nazis, so it all seems rather hypocritical. The Special Branch are attempting to shut down me talking about the Faith of Ishmael and the Zionists, so it's all very strange indeed. My brain's playing up a bit today. Indeed, I'm struggling really to get by. It's really difficult to live with an infestation of demons being placed in my brain by Wiltshire Police Freemasons. So it's all not easy. It's not easy at all being me. And indeed, how to put up with the voice to skull technology also putting false information into my head. So it's all very interesting and all very awful, really, for me to endure and experience a large conspiracy by certain individuals of a variety of ethnic groups belonging to a variety of networks who want this to end simply to protect the reputation of Walter Rose and Sons Butcher's Shop. So it's all very interesting the lengths that the residents of Devizes and Calne will go to and what kind of networks they're ready to form an alliance with just to protect their child raping, organ harvesting and child abduction networks. Indeed, it's all rather scary and rather terrifying what could potentially happen to me. Indeed, in terms of intelligence sources, they have stated that I am most in danger at the moment from Anglo heritage operatives of the British police and Devizes residents. So it's interesting to consider what could happen. Indeed, PC Stuart Welsh is attempting to communicate with Faith of Ishmael networks in Swindon to issue a fatwa on me. So it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, in the coming weeks, I may have my head cut off in public by a Pakistani heritage operative working for the ISI, but contracted by Devizes and Calne police. So we'll see what happens. Indeed, I'm going to leave it there.